Where am I? When am I? Our encounter with Manus and Lucerne has left a stain upon our armor, and indeed a stain upon our very soul. We pray to Gwyn to grant us strength. Gwyn. That's right. Memories are fragmented. It's hard to focus. But one name rings out through my mind in the fog. Scythe. Scythe the Scaleless. I must seek him out. Not for knowledge like Big Hat Logan, but for death. Hawkeye says that the thrill of battle teases out the best and worst emotions in all of us. Right now I feel nothing but rage and contempt. There's one good thing about our encounter in Lucerne. I no longer fear hollowing or death. I embrace them. I race towards them. It is inevitable. What's up, everybody? Comfy Time Gamer here. Let's dive right into this Scythe fight. Holy fuck the frames when he does his crystal attack. I can't imagine what it would have been like on oh fuck, laser beam. It actually doesn't look too bad in the playback, but when I was playing, man, I don't know, it got all sorts of funky when he does that attack. I'm assuming you can cut this tail off, but I'm not 100% positive. I mean, I don't know. Maybe you gotta hit it in the right spot. Interesting to note that he does have a... We know that... Fuck. He's got two tails. Scythe the Scaleless is covered in crystals, which is kind of cool. And we know that he has that affinity for crystals. You maybe got to hit more towards the tip. I don't know. Pretty easy boss, though. This is first try. Maybe I'm just over leveled for him. But his attacks are kind of... It seems like if you stay close... I mean, I still fuck up, but it's not exactly killing me. Oh, that has curse buildup. Oh, okay. That could be bad. Anyway... yeah. Not too tough of a fight there. The way down to Scythe, the crystal cave or whatever, I just decided to do more of a little story montage for that than show that entire playthrough, because I do want to wrap this series up. This will be the final episode, man. We're gonna be heading to the killing the first flame very shortly. The platforming in the Crystal Cave, just the area in general, I found to be not great. I didn't particularly like it, so yeah, I just kind of cut to the boss fight. So awesome. Love it. Finally get to see what's behind that door. And artistically, this whole area is fucking just awesome. This little rampway down with the blinding white light on each side is really interesting. You can see the... Where am I stuck? Come on. You can see the disembodied ghosts of what looks like Black Knights. Yeah, definitely. So I don't know when you actually get down to the kiln of the first flame where that is geographically in Lordrun, and I suppose nobody really knows, because this could be, you know, the light on the side could represent a different plane of existence. I don't know. It could be a different time. Honestly, who's to know? But it's just a very impressive area. Kiln of the First Flame, completely covered in ash. Arch trees and stone, twisted and burned from the power of Gwyn rekindling the first flame. I like how they throw the greens and the different colors on the stone as it's subjected to extreme heat. Typically that's something that will happen. I wish they would have they should have had the tendrils of the objects should be emanating outward from the actual kiln, you know, to show like the blast radius, but when you walked in there they'd be facing you straight ahead, so it wouldn't be as effective. So physics, but still very cool area. Just a complete ash field of destruction. And I wonder too, you know, as you look at the sky, if the sky has always been like this, or if the sky is growing darker and darker because of the dimming of the flame, because Gwyn's kindling the fuel is running out. Don't know. No way of knowing, and we'll probably never know. Well, I'll tell you what, this area is good for one thing. If you like Black Knight stuff and you haven't picked it up, they just drop it like fucking candy in this area. All sorts of stuff. Lots of Black Knight stuff. Red chunks, Titanite chunks. I think the gear set is down here as well. Yeah. Very cool. And they have all the varieties. Jesus Christ. They have all the varieties of Black Knights. They have the Greatsword ones. They have the regular sword ones. They have the halberd ones, which I hate. They have the axe-wielding ones. So, pretty cool. Yeah, they do have this set down here. It's down on one of the piers, or one of the tiers, which is, if you hadn't picked up any before in the game or read it off the load screen, really good, some really good lore on those about confirming Gwyn leaving to link the flame, confirming that his Black Knights, there's some timeline implications. The Black Knights went with him. The Black Knights were black before the first kindling, due to their fight with the Chaos Demons. Their armor was scorched black. And stupid death and cheap death in 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, stupid. I suppose some of these are arch trees too that are burned. I saw an arch tree upon my death there. But yeah, the sound, everything, the atmosphere is, for an end area, I mean, when you first walk down here, you're like, holy fuck, this, I mean, killing them with the first flame, you're fucking right it is. I mean, nice parry. Get fucking wrecked. The only thing disappointing about this area is Gwyn himself, to be honest. He is not particularly difficult. I don't beat him on my first try, obviously. But I don't know, man. He's just, there's a lot other tougher bosses. However, his design, his moveset, his art is incredibly cool. He's wielding an extremely badass Greatsword that's just on fire. It's awesome. He looks awesome. But yeah, there's some issues with Gwyn. Mechanically, he's extremely fast. They could have made him into a super hard boss fight. Unfortunately, I get quite lucky in one of these and find out that he's parryable, which is ridiculous. They should have made him not parryable. And he can be cheesed quite easily by using the terrain, because he's very aggressive. He does not like to let you heal. If you attempt to heal, he can cover large distances and fuck up your shit. But there's lots of terrain that you can use to block him, so pretty easy to figure out. Oh, there we go. I would say I never did read the Bloathead. So apparently those were Lucille residents whose humanity went wild after being devoured by Dark of Manus, Father of the Abyss. Didn't know that. The knights followed Lord Gwyn when he departed to link the fire, but they were burned to ashes in a newly kindled flame, wandering the world with disembodied spirits. And it's funny, this says the knights pursued Lord Gwyn, followed and pursued. But other than that, it's pretty much the same description. I don't know why they chose to do... I don't know why there's a difference between followed and pursued. To me, that's something that was intentional, but I don't know. So far in Dark Souls, what I've learned from Dark Souls is there can be translation issues with some stuff, but they typically choose their wording very, very carefully on items because they're such a integral part of the game. Yeah, like all these... And shitty gameplay on me. Yeah. This fucking suck. Nice heal, bro. Yeah, but like you can see the way that the spikes on the columns are. Anyway, I'll stop bitching about it. They should be facing in a different direction. They should be facing outward. Shield the Black Knights, water lord around, blah blah blah. Black Knights face the Chaos Demons, were charred black. So you get from the Black Shield about their war with the Chaos Demons. Because I don't think the sword... We picked up the sword in this playthrough, but I don't think it has... It just says it was used to face the Chaos Demons. The shield has the really good lore bit on it. Also has, I think, really good fire protection as well. which makes sense. Fuck you, Halberd. And of course, no game can be complete without totally kick-ass boss fight music. It's pretty fucking amazing. So good. Yeah, he is so cool looking. I'm using a +5 silver shield, and it blocks fairly well. You just have to keep mindful of your stamina. Yeah. He's so fast. But so cool to finally... So cool for our paladin to finally meet our god. Literally. Right there. I about shit myself. I was like, oh my god. And then I miss. Yeah, he's absolutely relentless and pretty fast. I mean, he can drain your stamina pretty quickly. There you go. You ain't healing. Oh, he went for the grab. He does have a grab, which I find... Yeah, his grab does some extreme fire damage. It's pretty cool. He gets me with it in one of these attempts. It actually, it really didn't take me that long to beat Gwen. I think maybe... Oh yeah, he does the kick as well. I think maybe 4 or 5. I think I cut out one death that wasn't particularly interesting, but I left the others in there. Yeah. Ooh, he tried to grab me there, didn't he? You ain't healing, son. Oh. I might actually beat him on my first try if I wouldn't have missed with that. So, he gives me the grab there and explodes me. God, that's so easily parried. Boom. Nice. Plus 15's Y-hander, does a pretty good job with them. Here's where I kind of discover, I'm like, oh, okay, he's got to go around those. You just got to time it right. He can still clip through it, but he just, and he'll come. Nice. Yeah. So those pillars are definitely, oh, that grab can really be punished. Yeah, I should probably, that flying leaping attack is I think one of his, you have plenty of time to react, so it's probably one of the better parryable ones. His other attacks are quite fast, although I'm sure there's plenty of people who are just sit there and fucking parry him all day long, but, you know. This is actually kind of interesting, because I'm getting a lot more time to just, like, look at him and his garb. God, he's so fucking cool looking, man. tell you what. Definitely. They would have took those fucking pillars out of there and made Gwyn non-parryable. He'd be a rough fight because he does not let up. Look at that. Cheese. Pure cheese. Fuck, he broke my guard. But he did not follow up. Stupid. Knight, wow. Good hit with the crystal magic weapon there. And that's it. The god we've worshipped the whole game has been brought down by us. And I think if you guys have been following along, you know what path I'm gonna take here. What other path can the Paladin of Gwyn, a Paladin of Gwyn, take? You know what I'm saying? There's no real choice for our character from a role-playing perspective. Even though we've heard both sides from both Ramped and Cath. We don't need any of this stuff anymore. We don't need any more weapons. So cool. Let's read his soul. Soul of the Gwyn, Lord of Sunlight and Cinder, who linked the first flame. Lord Gwyn bequeathed most of his power to the gods and burned as a cinder for the first flame, but even so, Lord Gwyn's soul is a powerful thing indeed. Soul of Gwyn, Lord of Cinder. And now we shall immolate ourselves and take his place. And the cycle fucking continues. Achievement unlocked to link the flame. We did it, man. We did it. So fucking cool. I think rather than do a epilogue part, I'm just gonna, you know, put my final thoughts here while the credits roll. Super awesome game. I love it. I had a great time playing it. And to, you know, let you guys know who have been following along, who've been the faithful who have been following along, all like 2, 3, or 4 of you. I am going to play Dark Souls 2, I promise. So I'll start getting ready for that mod-wise, and check performance and recording stuff and that sort of thing and get ready to dive into that. But I will also immediately be playing a second run through of Dark Souls. So you can expect to see new parts of that coming up almost immediately after this one. And it should be a fun series. It's going to be a very non-linear series. I'm going to do some stuff that I just kind of want to do in the order that I want to do it. It will be almost exclusively live commentary, so it should be definitely different. Probably not as heavy on the lore aspect. I mean, we'll be talking about it as we go through for major things, but you know, I'm not going to be reading every single little item, kind of like I was doing in my first playthrough, obviously, because, you know, I know what a lot of the stuff says, but that doesn't mean there won't be discussion about it. I will be doing, you know, be trying to hunt down some dialogues that I didn't get on my first playthrough, and the tentative working series title is Honor Among Thieves. I'm going to be doing a dex-based character, thief class, starting class as a thief. And I think that, I don't know, I think it'll be a lot of fun. I haven't decided whether I'm going to go Dex Faith or Dex Intelligence, but I'd be happy to hear your comments on what direction, you know, you would recommend. I'll probably do a post on Reddit as well and see what I can get from there as far as what people recommend for that type of build. But it should be fun. I appreciate all you guys who have watched. This is like, what, part 52? Yeah, 52 parts. It's been one hell of a journey. I'm so glad that they put this out on PC and that I gave it a shot and ended up falling in love with it. I can't wait to play Dark Souls 2, and I can't wait to play Dark Souls 3. I already have in hand Demon Souls. I bought it off Amazon. I got a nice copy, so I'll be hooking the PS3 up at some point to play some Demon Souls, so I will have the entire Souls experience. Should be fun. So thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for sticking with me to the very end, and I hope you continue to watch the channel. I hope you watch my second Dark Souls run, and I definitely hope you watch when I dive into Dark Souls 2 and offer the same sort of insight and help and activity that you you know, participated in this first run. It's really been great interacting with all you guys. So yeah, I'm rambling. I'm just gonna cut it. Great game. Fucking loved it. Awesome. 10 out of 10.